Welp, UFC 288 is over. We have our winners, we've got our losers, and everything went the way it was supposed to go. I mean, regardless of if you thought Henry won the fight against Aljamain Sterling, it's pointless. I've been watching UFC since the beginning of it, for the most part. I'm not that old, but I've been watching UFC for a very, very long time. Ultimate Fighter 1 on Spike TV. That's how long I've been watching it. And we know that no matter how bad the judging is, not saying that it was bad, not saying this person won, that person won, because I need to rewatch the fight. I didn't really know who won at the end. I thought Aljamain did a good job of circling. I don't know. Kind of like he said, it's like, what do you consider octagon control and cage control and things like that? He's circling around. He's making Henry miss, but Henry is pushing the pace, pushing the action. So we know that in certain organizations, Aljo would get a yellow card because he's kind of stalling in situations. Like, listen to what Demetrius Johnson said about the fight on Ariel Helwani's show. Aljo will kind of duck his head down and kind of like move side to side. It's not really stalling, but it's like, I guess it's a defensive tactic. I'll get more into that. But yeah, nobody's overturning anything. It doesn't matter. There's a winner, there's a loser. Whether it's your favorite fighter, lots of fighters that I enjoyed watching that have lost fights that I wanted to win or thought would win, and they lost. Or maybe even got robbed. There's lots of robberies. Edson Barboza has had lots of robberies. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. There's a winner. Unless it's fight of the night. You know, sometimes Dana will be nice and give you an extra bonus and give you your win money too, if it's that good. There's a winner, there's a winner. There's a loser, there's a loser. There's no overturning anything. So Aljo did his thing. He won. Congratulations. I don't think Henry should retire. I think he did pretty good. He did pretty good. I think he gave Aljo a good match. Aljo was moving his head a lot, so it's kind of hard for Henry to land, you know, some solid attacks. Where Henry fell short was he should have never said that he was gonna finish Aljamain within 3. Whether this is true or not, you can tell in the third round that Aljamain was kind of pushing the pace to not get finished, right? In a sense, he was very urgent. I don't know whether he would have done that if Henry didn't say he was going to finish him or not. I don't know. But it seemed like he had an urgency to, you know, be more aggressive or, you know, make a statement. Whatever it was, he was pushing the pace there. But so was Henry. He was trying to push the pace to finish the fight, make his prediction come true. Neither of their predictions came true. Aljo said he's going to beat the shit out of Henry. That didn't happen. Henry said he's going to finish Aljo within 3 rounds. That didn't happen. We had a strategic chess match. 2 people adjusting to the other person's movements and attacks and, you know, just a lot of fight IQ going on. That's why we saw the fight that we saw. If you're a fight fan, you enjoyed it. If you're just somebody who's just a drunk guy who doesn't know anything about fighting, you might have thought it was boring and this, that, and the third. It's always going to be that way. You're always going to see somebody. You're always going to watch a fight, and whether you're a fighter or not, and you're going to be like, this guy has holes, this guy is beatable, until you get into the actual cage with them, and you realize that those holes and things that you think are there are not there, for the most part. There's a reason why people game plan and study fighters for over 3 months to capitalize on holes and things that they may exploit. And sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Sometimes those openings aren't there. Sometimes fighters come out fighting differently. You might throw leg kicks one fight, and the next fight you throwing just straight punches, so you can't capitalize on a leg kick, takedown, punch, or whatever you're looking for. Like if Ciryl Gane never threw that jab, which I'm pretty sure he probably throws in all his fights. John Jones read it perfectly, was able to take his back, took him down, got the choke. That was the end of it. If Ciryl Gane never threw that jab, what kind of fight do we have? He still has his other tools, which are kind of basic, right? He has his jab, maybe a low kick. What would he have done differently in that fight if he never threw a jab? Not much, because we've already seen majority of his arsenals, because it's mostly all stand-up, and there was no challenge in the grappling for John Jones. There was no fear when it came to that. But yeah, Aljo does this thing. This is why he looks beatable. And I don't know if he does it to create scramblings to get into grappling situations in hopes of taking somebody down. But I've noticed he's done this a lot, especially, I mean, Demetrius Johnson's noticed this too. I think a lot of people notice it. But he does this thing where he ducks his head down. He shoots in for a takedown, and it gets stuffed. And then Peter Yan or whoever, he will push their head down. They will circle to the back. Aljamain will try to grab a leg or whatever like that. But that's not a good position to be in, because in those positions, Peter Yan, he never felt for it. And that's what I wish kind of Henry did in the fight. I don't know why he didn't do it. I don't know if Aljamain was just kind of stopping the back take. But even if he doesn't get the back take, there's a good chance that he'll be able to get on top control because of the turning pressure of trying to get to the back. He would be able to get at least on top control. I don't know. Or maybe he was just tired. Or maybe he just didn't see that opening there. But yes, that's something that Peter Yan has capitalized on, being able to push Aljamain's head down and get to his back and just, do whatever he kind of wanted to at that point. And if Henry did that, he would have had some success there. But like I said, maybe he's trying to force grappling positions. I mean, sure, if you got the strength and the jiu-jitsu skills against somebody like Sean O'Malley or even Sandhagen, then that seems like a great idea. But yeah, he's very unorthodox. He throws, strange punches from different angles, weird kicks. He's always moving his head, ducking and moving. Similar to a Merab style. But yeah, Henry shouldn't retire. The easiest way for him to get back to the title, beat Merab, fight whoever wins, Sean O'Malley versus Aljo, which I think is going to be Aljo, and then move up. Keep the same plan. Nothing changes. You lost, so what? I mean, you lost. It happens. Just get back on your grind. Merab is a tough fight. That up and down head movement, kind of what Henry was saying. He had a tough time trying to land a clean punch because of Aljo's movement. He's going to have to figure out a way to either nullify that or find the rhythm to land the punch that he needs to. That's it. Merab is not changing his fighting style. He's going to do what he does. He's going to hop around, move a lot, have great cardio, good strength, push you against the cage, throw punches. He's a rabbit. He's just an Energizer bunny. He's just going to keep going and going and moving and bobbing and weaving. And Henry's going to have to move at the same frequency if he wants to land the same shot. Kind of how he did with Dominic Cruz when they fought. He was moving at Dominic Cruz's frequency. That's why he was able to land the knee. He timed it perfectly. So he's going to have to move at Merab's frequency in order to win that fight. It's a winnable fight. Merab is tough. He's tough. Energizer bunny. It's not easy to land something on somebody like that unless you're throwing a body shot. Volk versus Yair. You know what's interesting? That nobody's scared of Sean O'Malley, but he has a similar skill set to Yair. Just less kicks. I would say Sean O'Malley has the better boxing than Yair. Yair throws kicks. So, and you got somebody that's shorter like Volkanovski, who was dropped by Max Holloway by a kick to the head. The kicks from Max Holloway in the second fight really did something to Volk. But I'm not quite sure why Max Holloway didn't try to exploit that a little bit more in the third fight, especially since he had success in it in the second fight. So now we got somebody who throws multiple kicks, different angles, hook kicks, spin kicks, whatever kick you can think of, he throws it. Spinning wheel kicks, flying kicks, switch kicks, and Volk is going to have to be prepared for that. Yeah, you can only study so much until somebody doesn't fight the way you think they fight based on their past fights. You can only study so much. Now you have to improvise, change the game plan, and adjust and adapt.